AP has been at work. They came out with some new releases, and I think it's gonna definitely wake the market up. I have some similar stuff here as well too, which I'll show you next to each release. Let's dive right in. First up, we gotta start with the collaboration that they did with John Mayer, the 26574 BC. And I felt like AP kind of did it as a slap in the face to Rolex because of the John Mayer Daytona, but you never know. I think it is one of the sickest pieces that they came out with. I love the starry on the outside of the dial. I like the fact that they did a perpetual calendar for John Mayer because he is known as a collector. So I'm really happy they didn't go with like a plain chronograph or just like a time only or something like that. They added complications to it, but they also added that uniqueness of the background of the dial and the blue with the, what is it like? It's almost like glitter, right?
Yeah.
And then they did it in white gold too. I mean, that's gonna be a sick piece. We've already gotten hit up multiple times for it, but obviously the watch is not available yet. When it comes available, I'm sure there's gonna be a crazy premium on it. You never know. It'll probably hold because there's not gonna be many out there like that. And the MSRPs are gonna be around like $180,000, and it's only 200 pieces made. So it's gonna be kind of like that Travis Scott, which I'm actually wearing my sweater to represent. Nate told me to wear it today because of the release. So I said, all right, I'll wear it. But the Travis Scott, the price has been holding because of how limited it is. I don't see AP doing this year over year. I think it will be a one release done collaboration with John Mayer. So I think the prices will probably hold because it's not going to be available on the market.
Say you had the watch right now at the store, what would you sell it at?
That's tough. Can I guess what I think other people are going to sell it for?
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be like double. Like 350.
You think so?
360, 370. I mean, look, when everything first comes out, people ask astronomical prices. But like I said, with the Travis Scott, I thought at first people were going to ask crazy prices, which they were. And then I thought everything was going to kind of drop, but it actually didn't. The pieces kept selling, and the prices did hold. Next up is gonna be the 26735 SG. Royal Oak, skeleton, flying tourbillon. I mean, the watch, AP really outdid themselves. Now, they did make this watch in the prior year, but it was only in white gold. The fact that AP didn't just do a rose gold version of it, they kind of did the sand gold, which is almost that kind of like bronzy finish, but it's not bronze, right? Because everybody knows when you have a bronze watch, it gets like discolored, so much maintenance. They really went out of the box and they created almost a different metal type, and I think they crushed it. I mean, it looks sick.
To be honest, it's kind of like this color.
This?
Yeah, this like...
I think it's going to be a little bit darker.
A little darker than
A little darker, yeah. I think in photos it's going to show kind of like a little bit lighter, but I think actually in person it's going to show darker. But I think it's going to be 10 times nicer than the white gold one. The retails are around $285,000. It's going to be a 41 millimeter case size, sick piece. I think it's going to be really difficult to get for at least a few years.
Out of the two, which one did you pick?
I think, to be honest, I would probably go with the perpetual.
Really?
Yeah, I like the dial. I like the shininess of it. I really hope they make the dial pop. You know, I haven't seen it in person. I've only seen it in pictures. But from what it looks like, it almost looks like a 3D bubble effect. And if they make that dial pop, it's going to be sick. All right, next up is going to be the 16204 BC. This is going to be the 39 millimeter jumbo skeleton. Now, they kind of went for the opposite of the previous tourbillon one, right? They used to make it in the rose gold, which I actually have one in stock now. And they switched it to do it in the white gold version. So the watch is going to be exactly like this, but in 18 karat white gold, 39 millimeter jumbo, great looking watch, and the MSRP is going to be around $124,000. I mean, it is a very comfortable piece. I mean, here, since we have it in stock, let's check it out. And this one, we actually have it for about $230,000 for the rose gold one. I think the white gold one will probably be, I mean, around the same. I wouldn't see it like going, maybe when it first comes out, it might go for a little bit crazier, but I think it'll come back down. It'll be around the same price. I could be wrong. I've always been wrong. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just a watch dealer, okay? This next one is sick. Talking about gold, it's going to be the 26240 BA. I'm really excited to actually see this watch in person, to see the contrast of the way that they did the dial. Because sometimes like these companies will come out like they did with the collaboration they did with the artists on their last run where they did the champagne dial with the yellow gold. It almost kind of blends in too much. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to crush it. I think there's going to be a huge demand on it. And the retail for this one is going to be about $75,900. So it's actually not bad. AP doesn't do too many things in yellow gold. Lately, they've been only doing like the jumbos and stuff like that. So it's really cool to see them come back out with the Royal Oak, just chronograph in the 18 karat yellow gold. Next up we got is the 26730 ST, and these are pretty fire too. I know I keep telling you guys like, oh, this is sick, oh, this is sick. I mean, they actually did a really good job with it. I would actually normally go for a red dial, but that rose gold with the matte gray dial, that's calling my name. I mean, that's nice. 41 millimeter case size, Great looking watch, tourbillon movement. I mean, this is a no-brainer. If you're asking me as a collector and a watch enthusiast that actually buy watches and enjoy them, I would probably go with the rose gold. Gray dial, don't get me wrong, if I ever got the red dial one in, I would talk it up as well because they're both sick. Again, I'm not a financial consultant, but I think the red dial will actually probably resell for more money than the gray dial. The stainless steel one is gonna retail for about $167,000, and the rose gold one is gonna retail for around $200,000. Next up is gonna be the 15605. Now this is gonna be a 43mm royal lug. This is actually gonna be kind of interesting because normally, anytime they did a larger case size, AP would throw in the chronograph feature, but the fact that they just kind of went with this look, they made it a 43mm plain dial. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think it'll look good. And I think they only did the blue combo. I don't think they did it in any other colors, which I'm a little bit surprised on. I mean, normally when they do this, they'll do it like in the blue combo, they'll do it in a gray combo, they'll do it in a green combo, but I'm actually excited to see it. I think it's gonna look really cool. And with an MSRP of $27,800, at retail, it's actually not too bad. Next up is gonna be the 15550 BA. This is gonna be the 37mm frosted with the beautiful contrast to the dial. Great looking piece. It is gonna be smaller at a 37mm case size, so a lot of women will actually wear this, which the frosted for women have always done well in the white gold and the rose gold. I'm really excited to see this one in the yellow gold, and an MSRP of $66,000. It's actually not too bad. 1551 BC and a 1551 OR. These are both sick. If it was me buying one for my wife, because I wouldn't wear a 37mm, it's a little bit too small for my liking. A lot of guys will wear it. I would do the rose gold one with the sapphire bezel and then the contrast of the diamonds on the lugs. I mean, me and Nate were just talking about it. I mean, it came out dope. I'm actually looking at these for the first time as I'm doing the video. So I haven't had a sneak peek or anything like that. So I love the white gold one as well with the all white diamonds, super classy. For me, I always like a little bit different, a little bit more unique, a little louder. So I would actually go with the rose gold with the sapphire bezel, diamonds on the lugs, beautiful baby blue strap, crushed it. Stunning. Retail at $65,000. AP, if you want to sell me one, I promise I won't sell it and I'll give it to my wife. I'll even take pictures every 6 months with her on. 26660 BC. Really cool looking piece. Blue dial, diamond bezel in 18 karat white gold. This is actually similar to a lot of ones that they've already made. I like the dial combo. I like the fact that it has the diamond bezels. I like the fact that they did the white gold. Good looking piece. Safe design. I mean, safe to buy too, right? You want a little bit of flash, you want the tourbillon movement. It's a nice piece. Oh, it's a 37mm. Wow. Okay, okay.
Changed everything for you?
That just changed everything, yeah, because now it's a ladies' tourbillon movement. Wow.
Before, no?
I don't think so. I don't think they've done a ladies' tourbillon 37mm like that, dude. And especially 18 karat white gold.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I mean, okay. I take it all back.
Changed, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with that design, to be honest. But now I like it. I think women actually deserve to have complications in their watch if they want it. And to be honest, I'm happy they did a 37mm because some 41mm, honestly, they're too big on guys. Some people don't like, some guys don't like the size of it. I'm glad that they gave the option of the 37mm tourbillon. Even helps people like us when we sell it to have that option to give to the customer. And the MSRP is $274,000, which is up there. Then again, it does have a diamond bezel, it is a tourbillon movement, and it is solid 18 karat white gold. Next up, we got is a 77450 in the SR and in the OR. Sick pieces, they're gonna be 34mm case size. AP came back with the two-tone design with the gray dial. Beautiful piece, and especially the rose gold one with the pink dial. Wow, I love the color combination that they picked. And the MSRP for the two-tone is gonna be around like $28,000, and for the rose gold is going to be $53,000. Next up, we got is the Code 1159s. So as we all know, they come in many, many different combinations. The ones that they changed up a little bit are gonna be the non-chrono and the chrono versions. I actually have the older non-chrono version, so you're gonna see some of the main differences are gonna be in the dial itself. It's gonna be almost like a tapered design. They actually came out with the baby blue one as well too, which is really pretty. This is gonna be a solid rose gold casing. I personally actually like the 1159s. I had, with one of the designs that they came out with now, the chronograph version, I actually had the previous one where it was a solid black dial, ceramic sides, rose gold bezel, and kind of like on the lugs and stuff. I actually got more compliments wearing the Code 1159 than any other AP that I've ever worn. So I think if you like it, go for it. Does it go under retail? Yes, it does. But like I always say, if you buy the watch, you wear it, you enjoy it, you love it, who cares? And the MSRP on these ones is going to be in that, for the non-chrono is going to be around 30,000. For the chrono, I want to say it's in that 45, 50K range.
And then my question to you, best of this new drop and worst of this new drop, in your opinion?
I mean, I think the Code 1159 didn't really do much with it. So I would say that's probably the worst. The best, I would say, is going to be, can I choose two?
Let's see, okay, I want to hear your two.
Okay, well, the first one was going to be obviously the John Mayer, the Perpetual. I just like it. I don't really care the fact that it's John Mayer. I just like the actual look of the watch. The second, I think, is a 37mm turb. I think it's dope.
That surprised you,
Yeah. I was really, really surprised with that. I think AP did a really good job with it. You know, I think they really thought out of the box. They made some different designs, different looks, different combinations, and I'm excited to see what's in store for the future for them. And always make sure to comment down below which one you think your favorite was, which one you think your favorite was, and which one your least favorite was. I want you guys to pick just as I had to pick. Thanks for always watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.